Hey everybody, it's Root Beer. There's no proper podcast episode today because of various reasons. Go check our Twitter. However, Bushiro did reveal the new Brandt Gate ride line for Gravidia, and I want to keep the YouTube algorithm happy, so let's talk about it. So first up, we have Gravidia Wells. So it is the grade 1. When it's placed on Vanguard Circle, you can look at your top 7 cards and choose any number of Meteorite cards and add them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. And then act on Rearguard Circle once per turn. If your Vanguard is Gravidia Noidlinger, the grade 3, you can Soul Blast 1 and choose up to 2 Meteorite cards from your hand and put them in your order zone, and it gets power plus 2000 until end of turn. Next we have Neatness Meteor Shower, so it is a grade 1 set order / Meteorite card. Has a continuous skill that you can have up to 16 copies of it in your deck. Then auto, when it's put into the order zone, you may soul charge 1, and if it was put by your Vanguard's ability, you may draw a card. And then another auto skill, when it's put into your drop zone from the order zone, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. Next up, we have Gravidia Baringer, or Baringer, I don't know. But it is the grade 2, auto, when it's placed on Vanguard or Rearguard Circle. If there's a Meteorite in your order zone, you can Soul Blast 3, draw a card, and it gets power plus 5000 until end of turn. Then it has a continuous skill. If your drop and order zone have a total of 5 or more set orders, it gets another power plus 5000, active on your opponent's turn as well. And then finally, we have the grade 3, Gravidia Noidlinger. So auto, when it's put into your Vanguard Circle, you can search your deck for up to 2 Meteorite cards, put them in your order zone, and shuffle your deck. Then it has another auto skill. When it attacks, you can Counterblast 1, put 1 or more Meteorites from order to drop. Until end of battle, it gets power plus 15,000. Then if you put 3 or more Meteorites into the drop zone, it gets a critical. And then if you put 5 or more, all of your trigger effects activate twice. So Gravidia overall kind of follows the Brandt Gate theme of using set orders to accomplish various things and controlling the opponent's board. Overall, I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing so far. It does a lot of the things that I would want a presumably 3-attack deck to do. I mean, so far, from what we see, it's a 3-attack deck. We don't know if any rear guards or anything are going to gain extra attacks, but, we'll see about that. But the overall playstyle, where you can use your Meteorites to control the opponent's board, and then Gravidia herself gains a bunch of power and critical, and if you go with the maximum 5, then you could also double your trigger abilities, which is a decent form of pressure. Let's say you double a crit trigger, plus 10k and a crit to your front row is pretty big. I also appreciate that Gravidia gets her crit fairly early, because, let's say you use the grade 1, you grab 1 Meteorite out of the deck, and then on grade 3 you get another 2, that's 3 Meteorites that should be set up in your order zone now, so you should be able to get the crit turn 3, which I think is pretty important when decks like Bastion and Overdress can get to 4 attacks that turn as well. A couple things that are kind of concerning to me so far are the ratio of meteors to rear guards. I'm kind of thinking 10 at the moment. It might be a bit excessive, but even if it's unlikely, I kind of like the idea of being able to get the double trigger effect twice. When I was talking to people in our private friend chat, I think Chris considered only running 8 of them. So that's one thing that kind of needs thinking about. Another thing is just, because your big pressure play is just doubling your trigger effect, it is completely luck dependent. You could be in a situation where everything's going right. Let's say you Persona ride, you have 5 meteors set up, and then you go to do your drive checks and you get nothing for it. So that is the biggest downside I see to the cards we have right now. And then I guess in the same vein as that, right now, Gravidia is the one that benefits most from her abilities, just getting the 15k and a crit fairly consistently, so I think looking out for more powerful rear guards would be something I would want for this in the short term. But overall, I'm kind of liking what I see so far. I think the theme is really cool, and I think Gravidia herself is designed in a way that you could scale up pretty easily just with other Meteorite cards than the one we've seen so far, and then also something like maybe a meteorite that counts as multiple cards, further down the line so that you could get the big pressure plays sooner. But regardless, these are all just first impressions. We only just saw the ride line today, so we'll have to wait and see what else Bushiroad comes out with for Gravidia. And I think that will be it for this video. It is going to be a short one because this is just kind of bonus content to make up for no podcast. So that is going to be it, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you liked. Leave a comment. What do you think about Gravidia? Thank you to our $10 patrons, Darren, Cole, and Josh. If you want to support us on Patreon, $5 gets you a whole-ass bonus show, $10 gives you a shout-out like I did just now, and early access to non-news videos. Thank you again for watching, everybody. Bye-bye!